Welcome back to the Rinkside Report. I'm Caitlin Roach and my co-host with me, Rob Staggenborg. And today we are going over Hockey with Noobs again. We're talking about all the different awards that happen at the end of the season. And there's so many, it's honestly hard to keep track. So we're going to break it down for you. We're going to go through them. Rob, where do we start?
Well, the first thing that's really confusing about it is that they don't actually call them like the top goalie award or top coach award or top, they got all these different names. So, it really makes it confusing. So the top award that you need to know about, number one, is the HART. The HART award is the MVP trophy. So that is kind of the mother of all trophies. And the HART trophy actually, it's the HART Memorial Trophy, is actually founded in 1966, which was actually donated by the family of a Dr. David Hart, who actually was the son of a very famous NHL coach, Coach Cecil Hart. So it has some history and some tradition, which I think is cool. The NHL does it, but man, it confuses the hell out of people, But again, the Hart Trophy is the MVP trophy, and that's the one that I would definitely start with. The next one you'll hear a lot about is the VEZINA, I call it, it's the VEZINA award. And it's the top goalie award. And it really goes to the top goalie in the league. If you win this award, certainly you are having a top level season. So the VEZINA, whatever you want to call it, that is the top goalie award. So I think a lot of people hear that term, we're not really sure what that means. So again, we got the HART MVP, the V award. Let's just go
this season we got Marc-Andre Fleury for the Golden Knights, Philip Grubauer in the Avalanche, and then Andre Vasilevsky,
yes,
of the Lightning, all in the playoffs, obviously, all doing really well, and they've continued to show that they are top contenders, top goalies in this season.
Exactly. So again, look for some of those names as they start announcing those awards. And then, another award that gets mentioned a lot is the Jack Adams Award. And I'm sorry, excuse me. Let me go back to the VEZINA Award was actually it's actually one of the older awards. It actually was founded in 1927 and was actually named after a famous goalie, Georges. I don't know the French pronunciations, but Georges Venzia. V word, whatever. So it's named after a goalie. So it's actually had some historical and some legacy purposes there. So, but the next award that we get a lot of people hear about is it's called the Jack Adams Award. And you're kind of like, well, who's Jack Adams? Like, what the hell is that all about? Well, it's basically the Coach of the Year award. So when you hear the Jack Adams Award, that's what you're looking at is who are the top coaches of the year. In terms of the Adams itself, let me look at my little notes here, the history. Jack Adams was a player, coach, and a GM in the NHL. The award was created in 1974. So it's to honor all the top coaches in the league, and it's an annual award. So
all the broadcasters, they pick the winner at the end of the season, at the regular season. So last year, Boston Bruins Bruce Cassidy took it. In your opinion, who's taking it this year?
Rod Brind'Amour is really a good choice. But again, his team bowed out. Again, it was done at the end of the season. I get it. I like Coach Q. I think he's a great guy, but I tend to wonder if the academy, so to speak, do they tend to lean towards new names and try to get new people into it? And then I would maybe expect somebody like a Dean Evison from Minnesota Wild to have his name maybe pop up, because then they had a great season, so he definitely is deserving. Okay. But I just mentioned like the top three awards, but I mean, Caitlin, the list goes on and on. So you may have heard of what's called the Lady BYNG Award. It's actually named, it's really interesting. It's one of the oldest awards that the NHL has. It was created in 1925, and it's to honor Lady BYNG of Vimy, which was the 40th Vice-Regal Consort of Canada. Have no idea what that means, but it sounds important. But anyway, the award was founded in 1925. It's really to recognize players for their sportsmanship and gentlemanly play. It's certainly an award that's given out every year, and is definitely something that players are very proud to have in their resume. The Lady BYNG Award for sure.
So this season was an aggressive season. I felt physical play was at an all-time high. You think it's going to be difficult to give out an award this year, or is there anyone that stands out to you?
I don't know how you can give out that award given the season they've had this year. It's almost like, okay, but certainly I know locally here, Ryan O'Reilly's always been a name that's been mentioned. He's a past name. He's a past winner. Again, I'm not really familiar with who the nominees are this year because again, I'm still in that playoff mode and there's not very much gentlemanly play in the
Yeah.
playoffs as there.
I mean,
So
even in the regular season, like it's hard to give out in hockey who's going to be gentlemanly. I
yeah,
think the nicest gesture I saw is when the only person I can think of is the Winnipeg Jets guy who was like blocking the Canadian guy who had passed out or got knocked out. I'm sorry.
mhm.
And that was like the most gentlemanly gesture I've seen all playoffs.
But you know what? Again, this is an award they give out during the season, so the playoffs winner matters. So
True.
again, it's gonna be interesting. I couldn't handicap that particular race or anything, but it is certainly an award that a lot of people are very, very high on. Again, they
What's
have
the
several other
Calder?
awards. Is there another one that kind of interests you that you're concerned about?
Yes, I was going to ask, what's the Calder Award? Can you talk a little bit about that
Oh,
award or
sure.
that trophy?
Again, Calder is just like the Hart. It's the Rookie of the Year trophy, where the Hart is the MVP trophy, the Calder is the Rookie of the Year trophy, and it's for the first year, the player in his first year who's made an impact. So again, just typical Rookie of the Year. This year, there's been a lot of talk of Kirill Kaprizov from the Minnesota Wild, who's had a dominant season. A couple other names, Tim Norris from the Ottawa Senators and Tim Stutzel, both from the Senators, William Nylander from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Those are some names that have been kind of kicked about. But again, the Calder is that Rookie of the Year award. And again, it's very significant award. Matt Barzal, who you certainly know, who's going up against the Bruins, he is a former Calder Award winner. So that kind of gives you the quality of level of quality of player that wins that award. Another award that we get you hear a lot is the Selke Award, and then the Selke and the Norris Award. And those are awards given to defensive players. So the Selke Award is given to defensive forwards, in other words, forwards who play defense. And then the Norris is just for the top defenseman. So let's start with the Selke. The Selke Award was founded in 1978. It was actually named after a general manager, Frank J. Selke. And again, it's to honor the top defensive forwards in the game. Again, I don't have the list of people who are being honored this year, but just to let you know what that award is for. And then the Norris is a similar award, but it's strictly for defensemen. It's to honor the top defensemen in the league. So the Norris division, the Norris Award, again, was named after a James Norris, who was a team owner in the NHL. And that award was founded in 1954. So they've been giving that out since about 1954. So again, those are just a few of the awards. Again, the Masterson Award, there's another award that dedicates, it looks at things like perseverance and your dedication to hockey. The Willie O'Ree Awards look at community service. Those are actually not hockey people. Those are people, community members who help benefit the hockey. There are some individual awards that you have to keep in track of. You might hear the Rocket Richard Award. Well, that's actually for the goals leader, the leader, the annual leader in goals. The Art Ross Award, you'll hear that. That's for the total points leader in the league. The Ted Lindsay Award is actually an award that's handed out by the NHLPA, the Players Association, and that's their MVP. So again, I know this is very confusing. It's very difficult, but when you hear the names, you can maybe kind of associate it with it. Certainly another really big name that people have heard is the Conn Smythe Trophy, and I'm going to kind of end it with that. The Conn Smythe Trophy is given to the MVP of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And again, it's a significant award, but it's really judging your play in the championship run. So again, the Conn Smythe, again, it was founded in 1965, and Conn Smythe was an owner in the NHL, and the award is named to commemorate him. So again, very confusing, but when you break out, when you know what the names mean, they all kind of make sense. So that's kind of the wrap up for the Hockey for Noobs. Again, we just try to break down barriers so people can understand the game better.
Absolutely. Rob, you're so knowledgeable. Thank you so much for breaking those awards and trophies down for us. I've learned a lot already. I mean, these trophies I can't keep track of. So just having them individually, the main ones broken down, was super helpful. Thank you so much.
If Rinkside Report had its own award category, I would give you the HART because you're the MVP.
Thank
I'm
you
the
so
soul,
much.
though. I'm the soul. I'll be the soul. All right.
I'm good with that.
We'll catch up with you next time. It's Hockey for Noobs.